Good evening, class. Hope you're all doing good. And I'm going to talk about this university. Not many of you may have heard of it, but it is actually doing extremely well these days. So welcome all of you. मुझे नहीं मालूम आप में से कितनों ने नाम सुन रखा है, लेकिन फ्लेम यूनिवर्सिटी जो है पुणे में है और ये काफ़ी वेस्ट इंडिया में इट हैज़ मेड गॉट अ नीश फॉर इटसेल्फ. तो नॉर्थ इंडिया में जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स को व्यू कर रहे सेशन, नॉर्थ इंडियन, ईस्ट इंडिया, आई डोंट नो कितना आपने नाम सुना है, बट दैट इज वाई दिस सेशन इज वेरी यूजफुल बिकॉज आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट दिस यूनिवर्सिटी एंड व्हाट आर द की पॉइंट्स इन फ्लेम यूनिवर्सिटी. अगर मैं भारत की बात करूं तो 3 मेजर एकेडमिक हब्स है, और भी है, बहुत सारे मिनी हब्स है. But for management education, which is what we deal with, you've got Delhi NCR, Delhi and uske aspas. You've got Mumbai and Pune, that's one belt. And the third one is around Bengaluru. These are the 3 major belts, right? You also have some other mini belts like Dehradun, Chennai, Kolkata, Jaipur, and Raipur is fast emerging. So there are other places, but these are the best known ones. Okay? So as I said, Pune is where we are in right now. Can't see the pen. Oh, it's gone there. So I'll just fetch the pen. Right. So yeah, let's move ahead. My name, is Aritro Dasgupta, and I've been with BYJU'S for exam prep for about 9 months now. So let's talk a little bit more on this. Right, so Flame University is a state-private university. It's a Jain minority institution. So the Jain minority has set this up. It's been set up with a social commitment and an idealistic vision to contribute towards society in a noble manner. Flame University, established in 2007, located in Pune, Maharashtra, and it is a pioneer of liberal education. Liberal education के लिए अगर मैं North India देखूँ, then Ashoka University is a famous name. I'm sure you guys have heard of Ashoka University. So Ashoka University in Sonipat, ठीक है, Sonipat, Haryana, that is famous in North India. सोनीपत इज इन हरियाणा. सो सोनीपत इज जस्ट नॉर्थ ऑफ दिल्ली एंड वहां पे ये काफी फेमस है. बट अगर मैं महाराष्ट्र की बात करूं तो फ्लेम उस लेवल का है. ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ लिबरल एजुकेशन इज टू गो बियॉन्ड द नोन एंड फेमिलियर स्ट्रक्चर एंड नैरोली एनकैप्सुलेट फॉर्म्स ऑफ नॉलेज. तो जो भी कॉमनली नोन है उसके बियॉन्ड जाते हैं, थोड़ा और हम इंफॉर्मेशन हासिल करते हैं ताकि देयर कैन बी मोर बेनिफिट्स इन सोसाइटी, राइट. सो I don't know, I'm not getting that big one. Anyway, let's go ahead then. Now the ranking and reputation, if I may take a look. Abhi aa gaya. That's good. Okay, so Flame School of Business has been ranked as the 26th best business school in India amongst the 350 business schools that participated in the annual Best B School survey in 2015 by the Business India magazine. Business India, part of the India Today, not India Today, sorry, it's part of another group, but very famous indeed, Business India. I think it's part of the Malayalam Manorama group, I'm not sure, but it's a very reputed magazine. And so उसमें ये 26th rank मिलना is quite a commendable task, I must say. Meanwhile, CRISIL is a famous regulatory body. It is credit rating agency. So this credit rating agency, they have given high ranks as well. They've given an A grade at the national level to CRISIL. ठीक है. CRISIL, it's related to Standard and Poor. I don't know if you've heard of Standard and Poor. That's one of the largest credit rating agencies in the world. It has nothing to do with poverty. It's just a generic name basically. Standard and Poor, also known as S&P. S&P is the short. S&P हर साल एक 500 का एक इंडेक्स निकालता है of the 500 biggest companies on earth. So S&P का Indian subsidiary है CRISIL. So if they've given it an A grade, that means definitely it is highly reliable. It is not something which is just random stuff. ठीक है, सो देख लीजिए इसको एक बार. Right, moving ahead, I'll try erasing this time, full clean at one go. Yes, I think it's going to work this time. Indeed, it has worked. Congratulate me. Now, let's take a look at the next slide. Now, why BBA from Flame University? Now, one of the major advantages is that the course is semester-wise, and much focus is there on providing practical and useful knowledge which is gained along with industrial visits. The infrastructure is very good, and of course MBA is compulsory for a good job and a better salary. But even with a BBA, you get a very good hands-on training and you get a very good foundation at this place, as I said, the Flame University. ठीक है. Right, if you have any questions, do let me know, guys. I can see quite a few of you watching on YouTube, but it'll be great for me as well if you can ask me questions. It's pretty good also because they have online classes as well. Now, online classroom का एक बहुत बड़ा advantage है. आज के दिन this is a huge challenge. How do you manage online and offline both? So this college has a wonderful infrastructure, which is online, offline, both of the things. ठीक है, online rooms and providing full support 24/7. Syllabus is also managed properly and gives good opportunity to score high marks. Right, let's take it ahead then. Now, I wanted to discuss the eligibility criteria. So what is the eligibility criteria to enter into this college? It is very similar to several of the other colleges. There isn't much of a difference if you see the overall calculation. So first of all, there is an internal examination called FEAT, F-E-A-T, Flame Entrance Test. It's a first step to get admission into this college. There is no negative marking. That is one of the great advantages of this course, is that there is no negative marking. ठीक है, इस पे please ध्यान दीजिए, pay focus on this. No negative marking. ठीक है. Now, those who have cracked class 12 or equivalent from a recognized board or university, minimum आपको 45% marks चाहिए 12वीं में, इसको आगे लेने के लिए. Right? So 45% is the minimum. That does not mean that I have given you license, go get 45%. No, you need to do as well as possible. 45 is the bare minimum. You should all try to do as much as possible, but this is barely to get admission here, just the minimum. But if you get more, definitely you will get greater. You'll have more chances of selection. Okay, now BBA specializations. There is something called, so these are the various specializations on offer at Flame. But then apart from Flame, you have other places as well, you know, which do have something. Okay, so finance, marketing, human resource management, general management, communications management. Communications के लिए Pune is already a well-known city because I'm sure you've heard of Symbiosis University. Symbiosis has the Symbiosis Center for Media Studies, SCMS. ठीक है, तो बिकॉज जहां जहां शहर में एक पैटर्न एस्टैब्लिश हो जाता है, इट्स इजियर फॉर अदर कॉलेजेस टू एंटर इनटू दैट फील्ड. फॉर एग्जांपल, देयर इज अ फेमस लॉ कॉलेज सेंट जोधपुर, सो it gives a fillip to other law colleges in that city, right? There's a fashion design के लिए Ahmedabad has become famous, so you get other colleges. Hubs में and clusters में काफी educational institutions they run, right? So this is a similar pattern here, which we see because communications from SCM is famous, so this college also gets a hands-on fillip. Okay, let's take a look at the fee. फी मैं पहले बता दूं, ये थोड़ा महंगा कॉलेज है. जैसे मैं बता, जैसा इमेज नॉर्थ इंडिया में ओपी जिंदल का है, अशोका का है, महाराष्ट्र साइड में इसका थोड़ा वैसा इमेज है. इट्स कंसिडर्ड अ हाई एंड कॉलेज एंड अनलाइक अ लॉट ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी बेस्ड कॉलेजेस विच आर पार्ट ऑफ द मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी. सो प्रोग्राम फी होता है 7 लाख फर्स्ट ईयर में, सेकेंड ईयर में उतना, एंड ऑफ कोर्स इट कैन बी रिवाइज्ड, एंड दिस इज द टोटल फी. सो 3 साल का अगर कोर्स है, इट इज ऑलमोस्ट 30 lakhs. आई थिंक इन्होंने एमबीए का डाला है. अच्छा हाँ, बीबीए का है. सो इट्स कम्स डाउन टू लिटिल लेस देन 30 lakhs. दैट्स वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, बट यू डू हैव स्कॉलरशिप्स आर अवेलेबल फॉर दोज विथ डोमिसाइल कोटा, फॉर जैन्स हु आर पार्ट ऑफ द माइनॉरिटी, दिस थिंग. सो उनके लिए देयर आर बेनिफिट्स. एंड ऑफ कोर्स, इफ यू हैव एक्सीलेंट academic scores or if you have other you know, you've achieved very well, you've organized events, you've won trophies, then again you will be eligible for certain scholarships. So do avail this scholarships. 30 lakhs does sound very high and I buy that, but there are ways in which you can probably get it reduced. Okay, now selection process. First of all, we need to have admission fee. Admission test, मैं बता चुका हूँ, FEAT, that's their internal exam, but FEAT is not compulsory. If you've given any of the other recognized examination, you can get away with FEAT. And if you see both the other exams which are eligible, if you've given an IPMAT or a DUJAT or a CLAT or an ALET, you're not eligible. But I mean, you still need to give their own exam. But SAT and ACT both are international papers, and it is one of these two that you need to go for. So that way, because FLAME prides itself on an international curriculum, on a curriculum which is at par with a lot of the institutes worldwide. You also have an essay writing, that's the second round, a personal interview, that's the third one, past academic record, and also extracurricular activities or achievements. And finally, there's a statement of purpose which you need to fill out, right? This is extremely important, and this is something for which, we need a lot of support from all of you. So this is something you need to go for. ठीक है, सो अगर आपने SAT या ACT दे रखा है, you don't need to give their own exam. You can show the paper of SAT and ACT. That will do. But उसके बाद ये सारे steps है. So very similar to getting selected for a foreign college. Essay, online personal interview, past academics, etc. You may take a look. Right, let's go ahead then to the next one. Okay, now what are the placements? Placement, of course, this is one of the first things that all students check out, and I can't blame you guys because obviously that is one of the key things for which you are going for a college. So placement record, let's see. They have a dedicated placement cell. That is the good news because all colleges do not have that. They understand how important it is. The highest average highest salary lately has been 13 lakhs. The average has been 7.9 and average overall salary is 6.64. So I think this is median and this is mean. I think that could be the difference between the two. Median मतलब इतने लोगों को इससे कम मिला, इतनों को इससे ज़्यादा मिला. It's the exact halfway mark. Whereas mean is the average. Now mean can sort of skew up if you have a few foreign placements, right? Although I don't think 13 lakhs would be foreign placement, but I think you got my point. That's what it sounds to me like. Okay, let's take a look at this. FLAME has designed some training modules which teaches students what to expect in interviews and how to perform better in the recruitment process. It also helps students sharpen their communication skills. Right? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं then. Okay, how good is the campus life? Now, campus life is something a lot of students have not heard of this in the last 1.5 years. A lot of students who have enrolled in 2020 in some college or even before that 2019 because they just spent 1 year, uske baad se they've been here, and all those who enrolled in say 2021, no campus life till now, but eventually things will open up. Hopefully, we are all hoping eventually things will be fine. So it has a very big and open campus, right, with a lot of departments. Campus life has to be very good. University gives equal opportunity to boys and girls to participate in any of the extracurricular or co-curricular activities. Also sports, labs, competitions, robotics is a big thing there, and debates. Robotics has become really big here now. Even students in university are open-minded and nobody believes in gender bias. That's a general belief about this university and those who are studying here. Now, students are taken to industrial visits in the second year. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the faculty. This is the last slide before I talk about the generic stuff. Faculty members are highly trained and qualified and also have field experience with good provision in subject matters, really cooperative in teaching, in learning program and helpful in their field. They behave friendly and professionally as well. They are well versed with the courses and are all very well trained. And right, the general belief is that the faculty is really open, and this is something that a lot of private colleges do have, but especially FLAME is renowned for that. So if one has any doubts on the topic, one can walk up to the faculty personally and get help. And yeah, this is, I don't know, this is somebody's personal opinion, but nonetheless, so ये मुझे backend team ने भेजा है. It's not something I've written, but nonetheless, this is something that does encapsulate a lot of the beliefs. कुछ भी doubt हो guys, please पूछ लीजिएगा. ये हमारा एक booster course चालू हुआ है. You can enroll for this. नीचे phone number provided है. You can check out the number 9650052904. And of course, this is a code we are using. Very important, guys. इसमें मैं ज़्यादा फोकस डालना चाहता हूँ. Winter 25. Once you make use of this code, you will receive an enviable 25% off, a flat 25% off, which is truly incredible. So be a winner this winter. If you enroll with BYJU'S Exam Prep, then you will certainly emerge as a winner, because you need to be ahead of the curve when it comes to entrance exam preps, and very few are as good as us at BYJU'S Exam Prep. Right? This is a foundation batch. This is a little bit more detailed than this one. This is a booster course, so it adds on to your existing knowledge. This one is right from the start. So it's a foundation batch, as the name suggests. Similar faculty, although one or two different names. These are some of our star faculty members. ठीक है, चलिए. I'm pretty much done with it. Thank you so much, guys. And this is our app. Please download our app. Once you've downloaded our app, you can watch live sessions, and you can also practice a lot of live quizzes. Okay, I'll keep the session open for another minute or so, maybe a little less than that. If you have any doubts, any queries, do feel free to ask me. And then I shall wrap it up. It's been a really long day. Today I've taken a lot of live sessions. This is my 4th live session of the day. I took 2 live app sessions for the CLAT platform, 1 live session on the BBA platform of the app, and now there's a YT session, plus a couple of recorded YT sessions as usual. ठीक है, चलिए. Thank you so much then, everyone. I think वो slide गलती से change हो गया था. This is what I wanted to show you all. Thank you so much, guys. No more questions. I cannot see any more questions. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Yeah, thanks.